Welcome to It Takes Two. I'm Blair.
I'm Chris.
And today we'll be talking about Love Island All-Stars Season 2, Episode 9.
I need y'all to subscribe, like, share, comment. I see what y'all think about the couples based on the voting this episode. We will talk about it. You ready, Blair?
Yes.
Let's go.
So we start with Grace and Luca. Grace is feeling more comfortable with him, and they share a little cuddle. Kaz and Ron hug each other, and they are both happy.
Yeah.
Gabby and Casey chat. They're happy that neither one of them was picked. He asked basically how Elma felt about Ronnie.
Yeah.
And Gabby says that she likes him. Casey does tell her that Ronnie did find Tina hot. Gabby worries that Ronnie might not be into Elma just because he's Ronnie.
Yeah.
But only time will tell with them.
Hey, Casey, I thought we was friends, man.
Yeah.
We supposed to be the audience of drama. Don't include me in the drama. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. So Ronnie and Elma chat. They're still open, but he is enjoying spending time with her.
Okay.
Elma feels like she gravitates toward him more than he gravitates towards her. And he tells her he's just used to being on his own.
What do you mean gravitate? Meaning, like, there ain't no I gravitate more than you do. Ronnie don't gravitate.
He don't gravitate.
No.
Ronnie does Ronnie.
He sits on the day beds all day. And y'all go to him.
Yes.
And Elma, I told you your flame was a little too high, and you may come off as a little airheady a little bit because it just seemed like you was way too excited to be with Ronnie. Like, it's Ronnie. You get what I'm saying? Like, I can tame Turbo. You go find very, very, very. You go find yourself tired.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
So we get to Naz and Catherine.
Yeah.
She has been following his vibe of him being a slow burn. He could do better about moving things a little bit less slow. Nas says that it's his first time hearing it from her that it's burning too slow. He says that it's a different feeling with Grace because she's been pulling him for chats, and Catherine tells him she's the bombshell. Like, that's what she's going to be doing.
Yeah.
But there should be little gestures as they've been together to show that he has an interest by hugging her, holding her hand, just small things. He tells her, "You're not coming to me," and Catherine says, "Well, you're going to everyone else." They just give each other a hug. It didn't seem like there was much resolution. I felt like Naz was saying, you need to put the pressure on me. And Catherine, pay attention.
I'm about to say,
Pay attention, Catherine.
He don't like you. He don't like you. Naz think he's the prize. He think he is the one that basically like, hey, you should be coming after me because I'm Naz. And Catherine's like, no, you don't even hold my hand. Like, what's the point of me coming over here for you not to hold my hand, for you not to touch me and all this stuff? He's not into you. He's not into you.
Yeah, so Elma's telling Gabby that she can't fully trust Ronnie. He doesn't really gravitate towards her. Gabby lets her know, not for her to do anything with the information, but just for her to be aware that Ronnie did mention that Tina was fit. She's telling her, don't say anything yet because nothing's happened, but keep an eye on it.
Okay.
Casey tells Ronnie that he did tell Gabby that he thinks Tina's fit. So Ronnie automatically knows that Gabby's talking to Elma about that.
Exactly.
But honestly, Ronnie doesn't think anything's wrong with him saying that.
Listen, I have no problem with it, but I would say, hey, unfortunately, I got to talk about y'all a little bit. When I say y'all, I'm talking about the women, right? I don't have a problem with it, but hey, the person that I'm with, she may not be able to take it.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's like, you can say what I said, but it's not going to land right with my lady, you know, because then she going to come over here, as we going to see, crying and accusing me of all these things, to where I was just saying she's fit. That's all I was saying. That's all I was saying.
Yeah. So Luca pulls Grace to the terrace.
Oh, boy.
He's looking forward to sharing a bed with her. He, has just thought about somebody coming in for him this whole time. Now that is here, he's wondering, where do we go?
You tell me, Luca.
So she's looking at him, he's looking at her. And the only thing I thought that they were missing in this moment,
what were you missing, bro?
they were missing a blue and yellow fish.
Oh, no.
And a lobster.
No.
Or a crawfish. I forget what he is.
Don't do that. Don't do that, Blair.
Sha-la-la-la-la-la, don't be scared. You got the mood prepared. Go on and kiss the girl, Luca. Kiss the girl. So they're just looking at each other for a while.
Thank you for the performance, okay?
Until Luca actually kisses the girl.
Boy, have you... Unfortunately, we as a people, and maybe it's an American thing. I don't know if it's a UK thing, right? We are when we drive and we see a car crash, we have a habit of driving slow past it because we kind of want to be in their business. Like what happened in that accident over there, right? And watching Luca is like watching him drive 5 miles per hour towards a wall, asking him, "Are you going to turn away from that wall?"
Pretty much. And
he's like, "I'm going to," but I'm like, "The wall's almost there now. You're almost at the wall." He's like, "I'm going to turn it," and then he hits the wall, and he's surprised by like, "Oh my gosh, there's a wall here." He grabbed Grace, basically had her all up in his arm, and was basically like,
face to face,
and then have the nerve to be like, "Why are you looking at me?" Cause your face right here. I ain't no body reader. I ain't no mind reader. Grace look uncomfortable to me, right? And unfortunately, I think Grace knows how to play the game. And Luca, you are here for a good time, not a long time.
Yeah.
The minute another bombshell comes in, and that's the thing about it, you had a chance to get picked by someone. You got picked, and now can you defend your like couple? If a bombshell was to come in and grab Grace, I don't know if Luca can handle that because he can't even kiss the girl that picked him.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? It was, but I already accepted that Luca's going to be the entertainment of this season for me. I already picked him.
Yeah. So Ekin is asking Curtis if he thinks that they're going too fast or too slow, but Curtis thinks that they're going at a good pace.
Okay.
He is a one-woman guy, and things are going well. Ekin is not interested in trying things out with other men. They're not necessarily closed off, but they're happy where they are, and they share a kiss.
Listen, she was the one that was like, she was the one asking herself, "Am I closed off?
Yeah.
Am I closed off? I'm not closed off. Am I closed off?" Ekin's playing the game.
Yeah.
It's so funny how she came in. This is what she did. She came in as a bombshell, right? Picked the person, picked the guy, probably the best looking guy there, no matter who it was, right? And then she's going to try to get in a closed off situation as quick as possible. So when it's time for voting, y'all going to always vote for them because y'all used to seeing them as a couple, right? It kind of hurts your chances of you winning the money if you're always switching people because it's like, oh, I don't like you with Luca, or I don't like you with Marcel, or I don't like you with Ronnie. So that's why I think Elma also is playing that game too, but I think her feelings got involved. I think she thought Ronnie was popular enough to win, and I'm like, maybe, but I think truth be told, I think Ronnie's chances of winning actually increased based on the preview for next episode, to be honest, in my opinion.
So Elma asks Ronnie, what is it she's hearing about Tina?
Oh, my goodness.
So the girl couldn't play it cool.
I said don't say nothing.
Ronnie says that she was fit, and is it really that deep? He is not trying to get to know Tina, and Elma tells him because you can't, because she's getting on with Scott. Ronnie doesn't think he did anything wrong. She's getting catching more feelings at him, and that's pretty much when he tends to run away.
Hey, Ron never lied.
Yeah.
Ron came in as a truth teller.
Absolutely.
You get what I'm saying?
So it's bedtime. Apparently, Elma told Ronnie, I'd say sweet dreams, but I hope you have nightmares tonight.
Yes, that don't hurt me.
So, of course, as well, Curtis and Ekin are making out again.
Listen here, man. Listen. Do you think... I'm not going to say it, but I'm going to allude to it.
Sure.
Telling me that you wish I have nightmares as Turbo? You think Turbo's an angel?
Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna go home, basically. Okay. I'm gonna be in my home tonight, basically. So like, leave Turbo alone, Alma. Okay.
Yeah. So it's the next day. Naz is going to try to focus on what Catherine has asked of him. Marcel says that he has opened up with Olivia. They're not closed off, but there's going to be a lot in order for something to change the dynamic between them. Would take a lot.
Stop right there for a second. Right. He's talking about Olivia, and we already know the results of what happened at the end of the show, right?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna ask you this question here. Since the beginning of the show, since the audience put the couples together, right? Do you think his chances would have been more higher if he was with Gabby?
I really don't know because I didn't follow these people during their season, and I really don't know how. I don't even know people like Marcel, to be honest, as far as like the UK audience. So it's hard for me to say as like not their primary, you know what I'm saying, audience, because I don't know what they like, what they don't, or even if he were to be with Gabby, would they be mad at Gabby? You know what I'm saying? As far as like, don't take him back. So it's hard for me to tell.
I
What do you think?
I think his chances would have been higher with Gabby.
Okay.
Yeah, I think his chances would have been higher with Gabby because there's a familiarity there than Olivia. I'm not saying he would have won, but I think the fact that he was with Olivia, there wasn't enough camera time with them. They wasn't very interesting. So I think that kind of like sunk his chances because it's like it's a new couple. We gotta learn them. We don't want to learn them.
Yeah.
But with Gabby and Marcel, I think just for drama and entertainment, if they was together, I think that would have helped his chances. Y'all let me know.
Yeah, y'all let us know. If I can just throw a theory out there.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like with what happened with Gabby, maybe the audience doesn't like him, period. You know? And the fact
that is true.
That he's going through a divorce and he has a child and he's almost 40 years old. Maybe they feel like he's a little bit too old for the show.
Yeah, that is true.
He has a lot
now, mind
kind
you,
of going against him.
The divorce wasn't his fault.
It wasn't his fault, but the thing is, like, I don't think the divorce has been finalized. So I think that's like another thing that people might look at him.
Maybe, but if that's a good theory too, that maybe like, you know, he really sunk her chances, as in like Liv. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. So Scott tells Marcel that Luca felt that if he pursued things with Olivia, there could have been something there.
Okay.
Scott thinks that Olivia is totally into Marcel, but he wanted to tell him this because it's something that he would have wanted to know.
Okay.
So apparently, you know, Grace is talking about some guy she dated on the outside. Joey did reach out to her. They met up and there was some type of flirty chemistry there, but she explains that he's great in the villa, but just outside it's different.
Well, we already knew that.
Yeah. So Marcel pulls Luca for a chat and he asks him about the Olivia situation. And Luca says, you know, maybe I should have said something, but it really didn't go anywhere. There was flirty tension during the convo. Not much was said. It was pretty much just eye contact and vibes for real. But he tells him, look, I'm not pursuing anything with Olivia.
Yeah.
Marcel doesn't think it's that deep. He would just have wanted to be in the loop if there's chatter about his couple. Ron and Naz make plates for their ladies, Kaz and Catherine.
Oh boy.
Naz takes his plate over to Catherine and she enjoys it. And he said that he's, you know, working on being better for her or whatever. They hug, but there's no kiss. So I'm just like, there's no chemistry.
You don't feel the love, Blair? It feels like based on what you just recapped just now, you don't feel the love between them two.
There's not.
Wow.
There's not.
He even said, Liv, get away from my lady while I sit here and touch my lady's knee. You don't feel the love?
Nah.
Oh, wow.
So Marcel then confronts Olivia about the flirty connection with Luca. She says the way that Luca did, it really was just eye contact. She's happy with Marcel. He's everything she wanted, and she's not going to throw that away for some eye contact. Marcel, as he said before, he just wants to be kept in the loop, and he doesn't want to have to find things out from other people about his couple. So they hug and kiss. They're good.
I think this was a good conversation, but I don't know how honest it was.
Yeah.
Because... even though it was nothing, I wouldn't like the context of the conversation that Olivia had with Luca. I don't want you to basically be like, I'm happy with Marcel, but I would have picked you. Like I don't know if I would have liked that, because that's where the flirty tension came from. It came from the context of the conversation that we was having and that you was having with me. And for once, the one time the naive little boy is actually in the clear talking about Luca. He didn't lead the conversation. Right. You get what I'm saying? Because whole time he basically was on some pity, talking about friend zone and things of that nature, basically just having a pity party for himself. But I think Olivia kind of caused that flirty tension. That doesn't mean that I feel like she wanted Luca like in the moment, but I would say, hey, Stop talking to other guys talking about I would have picked you, but I'm happy in my relationship. It's like, okay, that's not needed. Yeah. You get what I'm saying?
So it's nighttime. Grace and Luca chat, and Grace would like to know if there's something between him and Olivia. Apparently Kaz thinks so, and Luca says no. Luca tells the guys that Kaz keeps saying that she can see something between him and Olivia, and Ronnie tells him to go over there and ask if anybody has a problem with it.
Ronnie and Casey did. Actually, Casey was the one that started it. Ronnie was like, yeah, go ahead and do it.
Yeah.
And then got the nerve to say, I'm just happy like they talking about somebody besides me.
And Luca don't even know he's the court jester.
No, he don't.
He don't even know.
No.
So he goes over to the ladies. He asks Kaz, why do you think me and Liv have something? And Luca says for him, it was nothing. Kaz was like, well, it wasn't nothing. It was a flirty chat. It was something. And Alma tells him, look, it's clear you like Grace. We all know that.
Yeah.
Luca tells them to just squash it. Catherine explains that Kaz is just giving her opinion, and her opinion can be wrong. Like, not every opinion needs to be confronted, basically. And Kaz doesn't like how Catherine is wording this.
Yeah.
And she says, it's not that my opinion is right or wrong. We're just clearing it up. And that's where they let go of that conversation.
What is your thoughts?
I thought it was really unnecessary. I mean, even Ronnie said while Luca was over there, he was like, better him than me. It's because they're laughing at you, bro.
Yeah,
like they're laughing at you, and Luca's doing things to get some type of like applause from the men, and that's what makes him come across as very immature. So
yeah, I don't know if Grace appreciated that.
Yeah.
Cass, I understand this is a show, but I would actually start doing some like staying out in the limelight just for an episode. You get what I'm saying? Because your name literally has been in every drama since day one. Literally every drama. But I don't put that on you, right? I put that on, for one, Gabby told this girl, no, that's not Gabby and
Elma.
That's not Gabby and Elma. Whoever told him about Liv? Who told him about Liv?
Who told
Grace?
Grace
Cass. Oh, but okay. So she came over and confronted Luca, right? Like
Grace confronted Luca.
Yeah, I'm saying who told Grace rather?
Cass
told Grace, and Grace told Luca about it, and now he's going over there, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I feel like in that moment, like Cass should just chill. Like, as in, even though it's her opinion don't have to be shared with the person that like this new guy is coupled with.
Yeah.
You like, as in, like, keep your name out of stuff, because people just go, even if it's not your fault, people go view you as like a drama stirrer.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm saying just save yourself sometimes, because it doesn't affect you in any way, because you don't want Luca, because y'all had a friend with benefit and he wasn't even that friendly with you,
Yeah. So Naz gets a text.
Okay.
The audience has voted for their favorite couples. The couples with the fewest votes are Catherine and Naz, Elma and Ronnie, Olivia and Marcel. One couple will be going home tonight, the couple with the least votes. That is Olivia and Marcel.
Now, at first, I thought it was definitely Naz and Catherine.
Same.
And then I changed it last minute. I jumped off the boat where Blair was, and I said Marcel and Liv. And I was like, yeah, I see it. Catherine, I think the UK go get behind you only for this week. You get what I'm saying? And then after a while, we are giving Catherine chance to actually have a good time here.
Yeah, there's a bombshell coming in that might just be for her.
We are not going to let you go out and no vote with Naz as your coupling. You get what I'm saying? We gonna give you a chance that you actually get a fair shot on Love Island,
Yeah. So they talked to Maya Jama. They have gotten closer, but maybe the Luca situation is what got them voted down to the bottom. But they talked it out. They say that they're good now.
Yeah.
He knew that there wouldn't be a connection. Marcel knew there wouldn't be a connection with Gabby in the villa.
Yeah.
But they did get their closure. And they believe the strongest couple is Ekin and Curtis.
That was the whole plan that Ekin wanted.
Yep.
Be in a couple by the time for the first vote, then we just gonna keep putting us in front of y'all faces. We went on our first date alone and things of that nature. Listen here, Ekin's playing the game. She go get this money.
Absolutely.
She go get this money. The only way that she don't get this money is if someone turns Curtis' head. That's the only way, because I feel like her personality is too strong for someone to grab her late. So it gotta be somebody like Curtis to stay with her the whole time, and I think Curtis' head can be turned. I don't know who turns it. Is that it?
That's all we got.
Based on the bombshell that we saw coming in the preview, I'll tell you this right now. Right? I was not expecting her to be back.
Harriet.
Right?
Yeah.
Harriet is back. Elma, you are gone. Right? So let's just go with that. Do you think there's a chance Ronnie and Harriet can run the gauntlet?
Yeah, I think so. I think that if Harriet tries with Ronnie again, it's just going to be a situationship like it was before, but maybe they could win the money. Who knows?
Yeah, I think, truth be told, Ronnie and Harriet can challenge. First of all, they got to beat Scott and Tina, right?
Yeah.
I think they can challenge to be in the top 3, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
And I think Harriet will be in on it enough, and Ronnie will be familiar with it enough to be like, you know what? I do like you.
Yeah.
We like each other. Let's just be together.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Win this money. Beat Ekin-Su. You know what I mean? Anything else?
That's it.
Make sure y'all subscribe, like, share, comment, all the above. Y'all be good.
Bye.